Good evening, town fans. We are back, Seasiders TV, and we're here to talk about yesterday's game against Sheffield. Got Ben and Norm in today. Ryan forgot to come on because he's taking a drive up to Middlesbrough. God only knows why anyone would want to drive to Middlesbrough. But talk about driving. Ben, tell us about your new car, mate.
Yeah, well, Norm's a big fan of it from what I've heard. So I'll just leave it there.
Yeah, apparently we were just backstage and Norm was saying to us, since he was a kid, he's always wanted a convertible because he said...
Don't talk like a prat. Don't you talk like a prat.
Because he said, a car's not a car if it's got a roof on it. It has to be able to have the roof off. Isn't that right, Norm?
You're winding me up, Daniel. I just told a car's not a car without a roof, son.
No, I'm only playing. It's only because I said I don't think we're going to be able to get a rant out of Norm tonight because look, it's 2 wins out of 2, 6 points out of 6. The Tomo train has well and truly left the station, people. So I was thinking to myself, how are we going to get Norm to have a rant? We always manage to do it. That was a mini rant. I don't know if we'll get another one. But look, I'll come to Ben. What was your overall thoughts about yesterday's game, Ben?
Yeah, very different to Tuesday's game, but they all count. 3 points is 3 points. However you get them, they're just as crucial that one as it was to Tuesday. It's like Thomas said, it showed a different side to us. It shows that we can do the sort of the hard side of the game, the side of the game that's not so good on the eye. But yeah, that's just as important. I felt we maybe should have had a few more goals in the first half. I thought we could have gone in 2 or 3-0 up. And it made the second half easier because it did come at us a bit more in the second half, and it would have been nice to have that 2 or 3 goal cushion. But 3 points is 3 points. Take that any day of the week, and we move on to Garforth.
Yeah, Norm, what was your overall thoughts on yesterday's game?
Yeah, more or less what Ben was saying there. First half, I think we missed out on a couple of decent chances. We said before the game kicked off, or I was saying, and Ben did, Sheffield aren't an easy side to beat. The old graft, they're good grafters, and they're not the easiest team. They make it awkward for you.
Yeah, our record against Sheffield's rubbish as well. If you look at our record against Sheffield before this season, it's rubbish. So.
It's not worth writing about, is it, Ben? Let's be honest. Every time I've gone to Sheffield, we've had our asses kicked, but this year we won 2-1.
I think it's when we beat them at their place earlier in the season. I think it's the first time we've beaten them in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I said on the Ben messaged me this morning. I was hoping anybody who hadn't watched it live wasn't looking forward to watching it, but somehow I was trying to change the thumbnail from yesterday's video and click the wrong button. Boff, it's gone. It's in the YouTube wasteland dustbin somewhere. So apologies to anybody who did actually want to watch that on repeat, but it's not there. But yeah, I was saying in that video that I thought it was going to go one way or the other. We was either going to thrash them, or it was going to be a real tight, physical, just ugly game of football. And it ended up being the second part. The second part of that, which was, it was pretty physical, ugly game of football. But like Ben said, 3 points is 3 points. And look, I think we've only had one other period this year, one other run of games where we actually did win 2 on the bounce. And if I remember rightly, that was Bishop Auckland away, followed by then Dunstan at home.
It was a bit after. I think it was Garforth and then Dunstan.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Garforth and then Dunstan.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Chris Benrose the other day, right? Collared me and he was like, Dan, I've got something for you. I've got a present for you. Now, I am a big fan of getting a present. I love getting a present.
Go on.
There you go. That's Norm. Watch out for Norm on Britain's Got Talent next year.
I'm trying to pick the bloody noodle, son.
So look at this. This is really cool. I think this is really cool. I think I showed Norm at the game.
Did you? By the way, you might have done. Yeah. That's it. Look.
That.
Yeah.
FA bars, Ben.
Oh yeah. I can see it. Yeah. Very good.
1990. So it's not the one we won. Any guesses for how much it cost to get into Wembley on the 5th of May, 1990?
I can't remember, but I went with my son to watch that game. I can't remember what it cost, Ben. Daniel. Yeah.
It's all right, Dom. It cost a whopping £8 to get into Wembley on the 5th of May, 1990.
I was just because Wrexham are looking like we might be getting there in the Virtue Cup, so I was just pricing up how much it'd be to get down there. It's a lot more than that, put it that way.
£8, Danny. £8. Bridgetown at Wembley. And then they went back 3 years later and won it. Right, guys. It's time for Big Red's pivotal points. But he's somewhere up near Middlesbrough, probably getting a palm or having a beer or something. So, look, we've got our super sub. He's not even a super sub anymore. It'd be lovely to have him on in here every week, but he can't commit to that. So we just ask, and when we get it, we get it. But Ben Edwards is here. And look, he knows one or two things about football. So we'll ask him to put him on the spot and ask him what he thought, the pivotal points of yesterday's game were.
Yeah, I'll do my best. I think the first one was obviously the early goal and the penalty. I think when it's that type of game where it's scrappy and the longer it goes on, you can sort of feel like you're never going to score and it's not going to be your day. So I think getting that early goal just sort of got rid of all that. I think when they made the early sub, didn't they, after about half an hour, and they brought that left back up because Nathan Dyer and Danny Earl were just tearing him apart. That's how we got the penalty. And just every time it was down that right hand side, and the lad who came on at left back instead did a much better job, and we didn't look as much of a threat then. So that'd be my second one. Then I think probably just the second half in general. The players were leggy, playing on a heavy pitch, like Mike alluded to, and obviously 2 games in a week. So I think the whole second half was a different game. Really, they came into it more. We didn't look as much of a threat. So yeah, I'd go with them 3.
Just on that, Ben, don't know how you were feeling about it in the media area and that, but a few people, when Kulo picked up the ball to take that penalty, were a few people around me were going, maybe somebody else should have had it because somebody else should have picked the ball up because he missed one earlier in the season, didn't he? It was at home. I can't remember who it was against, but he did miss one earlier in the year.
Concert, I think. Something like that. No, it was the FA Trophy game, Denny's first game against Trafford.
Yeah, watching it live, he kind of thumped it down the middle, didn't he? I've seen the replay on Steve Brentano because he's got his goal GoPros at the back of the net. Keeper nearly gets there, doesn't he? He gets somewhat on it.
Yeah, he does.
If that,
it's his foot as he's diving to the left. It's his trailing foot that gets a connection on the ball, but. No, yeah. I think, well, to be fair, you look at Kulo, he's taken penalties at, National League North, National League level, and maybe even in the Football League, I don't know. So, obviously Sam Leverett stepped up after Kulo missed, but he was on the bench, so I guess it goes back to Kulo, and yeah, fair play to him, he put it away.
Puts it away, yeah. All the pressure, everybody's watching you. You've got 408.
19, yeah, Philip, what's up with you?
I can't remember a number now. It's all right, mate. I've got fish bigger. I've got work and that tomorrow.
You're suffering with dementia, son?
Well, maybe. Let's hope not. Bit young for that. But 419.
That's what I said.
I know. I'm repeating
you. Quick tonight. You're bloody quick, you son.
I know. So there was. I'll try this again because Norm's he's wanting to be very on point with this. So there was 408 people there yesterday.
No, there wasn't.
I thought I might have got a rant then, but I didn't. He's catching on. He knows it. I'm trying to get a rant up here. But look, we are gonna go into Big Norm's rant now. I don't know if he's going to have much to rant about, but look, he can. If anybody can find one thing to rant about, it is our norm. So we'll see.
Fucking hell, here we go.
Fuck!
You're not going to get me going tonight, chaps. I'm in good mood. 6 out of 6. It's all right. But I do talk to a lot of supporters when I get there, and they're very negative, very down key to Bridtown, you know, pulling people down. I said, you've got to give this manager a chance, you know. He's won his first game. He's improving the team already, you know, give him a chance. Don't give teams chance, but I'm happy with that new player, Ben. I've got to be honest.
Yeah.
What a player. What a lad.
We'll go on to him more, I guess, when we do the ratings, but I didn't really know what to expect from him because I've not heard anything about him. But, no, and he's quite good. He can play. He can play like centre half, or he can play right back. So, like on Tuesday night when we changed halfway through the game and went to 4 at the back, he could just slot into that right back slot if we want to do that again in another game.
Well, my opinion of him, Ben, I rated him very high. They couldn't get past him. He stopped him every time, did that kid. Absolutely fantastic game. I thought that back four is the best I've seen all season.
Yeah, no, it was solid, wasn't it? It was really
absolutely.
Right. Well, we might as well look. We might as well get into the play ratings, the main event of the evening. Mike Connolly's dropped in. Actually, Dom Taylor says on that May the 5th, 1990, it was absolutely scorching. Normal be able to attest to that. He was down there with his son. I was 3 years old, so I don't know what I were doing. And then Mike Connolly's been on and he said their left back early in the game. I think this is what Ben was saying. Their left back early in the game struggled with Danny. The leggy issue may be a concern with so many games coming up over the next few weeks. Could be, Mike. We'll have to wait and see, mate. But look, he's got a decent squad with him now, and just the transformation in 2 weeks. I said to a few people over there that they look like a different side. They're a yard quicker. They're wanting to fight for each other more, and it just looks totally different. Like I said, with Tomo, like the kids are singing over in the stand, with Tomo at the wheel, I ain't even stressed. I am not stressed. I think we're going to be absolutely fine. And then
just on like the being leggy, I think we're going to have a bigger squad, aren't we now? You know, we've got well, he said he wants to make 2 signings. He's made 1, so that there might be another one to come in at some point. Who knows?
Wednesday, Ben. Wednesday. He's already told me that.
Okay, well, yeah, he's told me that, but I wasn't going to reveal that. But anyways.
Well, I know. We don't know. He hasn't told me who it is. He just said, I like it.
Right, okay. Yeah, you will. You will. That's all I'll say.
So I actually said to Mike on it was during the game. It was, I think the ball went out for a throw, and I said to him, where'd you get 2 from? Where'd you get 2 from? Tell him, massive smile on his face. He said he got him from Liverpool. So yeah, very, very astute signing. Look, you've got Ben Lewis, you've got Bolton, Mackwedzi. So you know the competition in that defensive area now is.
Well, he said as well. He said to you, didn't he? What Markham will be coming back once his one expires. Josh Barrett, end of February, he's aiming for.
So there's the competition for places is going to be there. It's going to be able
when
to
the game's
rotate.
coming thick and fast, we should hopefully have a bigger squad, so you can chop and change, and you can freshen it up every week.
Yeah, and I honestly, my gut feeling is that when we see Derry Robson now, it won't be in a defensive capacity. I think it will be in a midfield capacity from now on. I would have thought. Right, okay. It's time for Ben's play ratings, and like I always said, Ben's not here again. He'll be watching this. Get well soon, Ben. But we have got a Ben, so it counts. We've got a Ben, so it counts. So we're gonna run the VT, and then we'll get into Ben's play ratings. We're in, boys. We're here. anybody who's a regular watcher will go, well, that's not your normal setup, Dan. The website we usually use is down. It just gives me 502 bad gateway. So there's something not working there. So look, but me and Ben's had a chat, and we've mentioned it tonight. We like this one better. So I think it's going to be here to stay. So that's your team. That's your team that faced Sheffield on Saturday, and we're going to get straight into it. Look, this one might not be as long as every other Chatting Town episode, simply because it was it's still a 90-minute game of football, but there wasn't too many, really interesting actions that happened in it, wasn't it? It was a 1-goal kind of battle, really, wasn't it? So we'll go straight into Norm. And what did you think to Malkowski's performance, even though he didn't really have to do much at all?
Well, I noticed after about 60, 70 minutes, he hadn't even got a speck of mud on his bloody gear. So that's how many saves he's had to make. As I say, the back four, I thought, played brilliantly. But Seb didn't do a lot wrong, but I'll give him a 7.5.
Ben?
I thought what he did very well. He claimed every cross, as we've come to know from Seb, to be fair, but he claimed every cross, every corner, and he didn't have a lot to do, but he still kept a clean sheet, so he's done his job. 7.5.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. 7.5. Didn't have a lot to do. When he was called upon, he kept his attention levels up, kept his concentration. 7.5, and probably one of the easiest days at the office Seb Malkowski's going to have all year. There we go, look, right there, 7.5. Right, we'll go to the fullbacks. Let's start with Nathan Dyer. Norman, what do you think of Nathan Dyer on Saturday?
Oh, you know what I think of Nathan Dyer, but another good game. He gets past people. I couldn't fault the kid. I'll give him 8.5.
Nice, Ben.
Yeah, I think if you'd have asked me in the first half, it'd have been a 9 and 9.5 because he had that left back on toast every time. I think he didn't have as much of an impact in the second half, but I don't think anyone did, really. So I think to average it out, I'll go 8.
8. So we have an 8 and an 8.5. I'm going to say, I'm happy with Nath. Like Ben said, he was sending that fella for hot dogs all first half. So yeah, 8.5 for me as well. So we'll go with 8.25 on that one. And another solid performance from Nathan Dyer, who seems to serve up nothing but consistently good performances. Really do like the kid.
Correct.
Now then, we'll go to Winfield. We'll do the other fullback, and then Norm's going to have a big thing to say on the next player after this. Right, Charlie Winfield, Norman.
I like Charlie. That kid was up and down that pitch all game. Some brilliant runs. And what have I got you down as, Charlie, lad? Yeah, I've got him down as a 9.
9? Go on.
I thought he had a good game. He was up and down that park. Couldn't get past him.
No, he's really good. He's really good. We're talking like these last two Chatting Towns, and we're going through these player ratings, and you're thinking, how on earth did this team even find itself in the position that it was in with the players that it's got? It's actually mind-boggling how they got themselves into a position where it was looking pretty bleak.
Well,
and then
we do know, Danny. You've been listening to yourself, haven't you? Each week we've been getting down the right, haven't they? They've been getting past our right fullback, son.
Yeah.
Getting round them too easy.
Yeah. No, it was. Look, you don't like to, make someone feel bad about it, but look, I don't think Derry was a defender, and he was.
No, I don't.
He was the weak link, and it's unfortunate. And look, at the same point, at what point did you put some of the blame of that onto Denny Ingram, who kept playing him?
Right, I agree with you.
It's not. He's not picking himself in that position, is he? I'm sure if you asked him yourself, I'm sure he'd go, "Look, I'm a midfielder, and this isn't my game." So, Yeah. So Charlie Winfield. No, what was the score again? 9. Ben.
9. Yeah.
I didn't think he was quite that good. I thought he's always good, isn't he, Charlie? You know, like I say, I think I say it every time we speak about him. You know what you're getting with him. Just consistency. I'd probably go 8.
8. I'll meet you both in the middle, and we'll slap an 8.5 on Charlie because I think his engine is phenomenal. Like Norm says, he's up and down and up and down, and like he never seems to get gassed. Even on a heavy pitch, he's still that one that he's just up and down. Like the energy the guy's got, he must be having like 50 odd Red Bulls before the game or something, because he is really that good. So yeah, we'll go 8.5 on that. And then 8, right? So, Norm, take the stage, because I know you really do want to talk about this young gentleman, Bolton Makwedze, debut appearance.
He used to play for Farsley Celtic as well, didn't he? As well as Liverpool. But yeah, he's quite a good kid, isn't he? He's quick. He kept everybody quiet. They couldn't get round him, and when he did make a mistake, he'd recover and get in. They never got a chance to get that ball across. And I say that back 4 yesterday, that's why it was a 0 on the Shakes and Seb had now to do, because that back 4 were magnificent, and that is what I reckon. And that lad was... You what?
Sorry, Norm, I interrupted you consulting your book there. What score was he?
8.5.
8.5. Ben?
I thought he was our best player, to be honest. I think there wasn't a sponsor there yesterday, so I think I might get asked for man of the match, and if I do, I'll be giving it to him definitely. Yeah, he was magnificent. Like I said, I didn't know I've not heard of the name, I've not heard of anything, so I didn't know what to expect from him. But he was, superb. 9 for me.
9. So we've got an 8.5 and a 9. He wasn't my man of the match for yesterday. I think he was clearly in the top 2 or 3 performers out there. What impressed me is how seamlessly he just fit into the group. Like, he's been there not long at all. Well, a couple of days, and he's come in and he's just played a pretty flawless game of football. Towards the end of the game, I think he lost his footing a couple of times. Which nearly created an opening, but that happens.
But he recovered, got up and got a challenge in, and never give him a chance. That's what I'm saying. That's what a good player does.
Yeah, I'll go 8.5 on Bolton, and I think that goes to an 8.75. Not a 0, 8.75. There we go. Over to Dan Hartley. I'll start with you, Norm.
Again, as I say, the back 4, they were the people for me yesterday. And what have I got you down, Dan? Him and Tom Allen, I've got them the same. I'm sorry, you know what my score is. But Dan Hartley, an 8.
Okay, Ben.
Yeah, agree with what Norm said there. Their number 9 as well was absolutely massive, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
They kept him quiet all game, and that's credit to the full back 3, Dan in the middle included. So yeah, an 8.
Yeah, I'm an 8.5 on Dan Hartley, because I love the way he goes up. I think aerial duels wise, he's absolutely phenomenal. He rarely gets beaten in the air. And yeah, I thought he does a lot of things quietly. And I think that's a good thing. You don't really notice him, but that's because he's doing pretty much everything right as a central defender. So it's an 8.5 for me, but out the 2, it'll go to an 8.25. Over to Charlie Allen. Norm.
Tom Allen, you mean?
Tom Allen, sorry, yeah.
If you're doing the horse, get it right, mate, will you, for God's sake? Right, Tom Allen.
Fucking hell, here we go.
You fucking done it, haven't you? You
I told you I'd
top
get one. Hey, look, I told you I'd get one. All I have to do is slip a little mistake in there.
Oh, okay. Get on with it, anyhow. Tom, you twat. I've got him as an 8 as well.
Ben?
Same as the rest of the back three, really. He was magnificent. Like I say, he made Seb's job nice and easy. So I'd go with an 8.
Yeah, happy with an 8. Right, okay, we come to the midfield now, and we will start with Simon Heslop. Come to you, Norm.
Well, one of his better games for Simon. I thought he had a decent game yesterday. He kept on for 90 minutes as well. He kept his engine running. Yeah, I thought he did all right. I've got him down as 7.5.
Yeah. Ben?
Yeah, he did what was needed, didn't he? To be fair, there's not really a lot to say about him, but protected the back three well. So I'd probably go 7.
Yeah. I like the way that Heslop organises. I like the way that he makes the simple passes, and he very rarely loses possession, and he's just a steady away, tidy midfielder. So yeah, I'd go 7.5, but we'll go with the majority on this and slap in a 7. We'll come across to Sam Kerr, which again I think he's bloody excellent, mate.
It's consistently. I've got him marked down as 8.5. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, again, he's consistent, isn't he? That lad's like an engine. He's like our left fullback. He just keeps going so quick.
Yeah, brilliant. I think. Ben.
Yeah, he's like a Duracell bunny, isn't he? Just constantly up and down. Good on the ball. I think he's been one of the signings of the season for me. Just a shame he had to go off because he had a bit of a knock. I'll give him an 8.
Yeah. For all the time that he was on the pitch for me, well, all season really, even when we've been going through bad patches, he's been one of the brighter lights in the team. Always gives you something going forward. 8.5 for me. So we'll go 8.25. Right, we come across and we've got 2 players here. As Ben rightly pointed out, because Sam Leverett did come on at half-time for Ahmed Salam. And Ben seems to have dropped out. So it's just me and Norm at the minute. So we'll start off with Salam, because he played the first half, and then we'll go to Leverett. Norm, what did you think of Salam?
Yeah, he was having a decent game, and I've even got him down as an 8. So that, he's consistent, isn't he? He's a good lad. But he felt his legs tightening up, and he had to come off, didn't he? But
yeah. Saying that though, I saw him walking down the sidelines, and there was no limp or anything like that. He must have just felt something and precautionary, and just gone, do you know what? Take me off, or maybe Tomo saw it and asked him and said, look, we won't risk you, because again, he's been really good since he came in, and he's had his loan extended, so we've got him for a bit longer now. So did you say 8, Norm?
I did indeed, yes.
Yeah, 8. I'm happy with that. And then we're going to forward slash over to Sam Leverett.
When he come on, he was excellent, I thought.
Yeah.
I thought he did no wrong when he come on. He was working hard. Yeah, so again, for the time he was on, definitely an 8. Yeah.
Yeah. Ben's trying to get back. He's just had a bit of an issue with his Wi-Fi. So yeah, he will be trying to get back. Yeah, Leverett for me, under Denny and AD, he was consistently in the 11, and Tomo's come in and he is being used off the bench which I think is good because it kind of shows the strength and how the team's getting stronger and stronger. And when I think he came on, he did put in a solid performance, and he's putting his hand up as well to say, look, I want to be back in the starting 11, and I thought it was good as well.
Yeah, I did. I thought it was very good. Yeah.
So, yeah, 8s all around in that one. We'll try and get Ben's opinion if he manages to get back on. And then, we'll not have it. 8. And then we come to the goal scorer, penalty taker, Michael Coulson. How did you feel about Michael Coulson yesterday, Nom?
He weren't quite as good as Tuesday night, I didn't think. But again, a lot of effort, he lad. You know, he was putting a lot of effort in. A couple of times I was just a bit let down. Nobody in that 6-yard box to tap them crosses that get, you know, we know they're coming, so why aren't they running in there? And I can't understand that. You'll see Daniel or Nathan Dyer getting to that byline. Get in that frigging box. You know, and there's nobody there. It's beyond me. I can't understand why they aren't. So I'll go 7.5 for Mr. Coulson.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably the only thing that is letting us down is like you said, when they get to the byline, and it's not just this match, it's been in a few matches, and there's balls just flashed across the box and it's just begging for a touch. And the keeper's got no chance, and it hasn't quite happened. So yeah, I agree with that. Because especially a player of his experience, he should know to gamble on them.
Yeah, you'd think he would.
So yeah, 7. Did you say 7?
Or 7.5.
I'm happy with that. So I don't think anybody had less than a 7 yesterday. I didn't see anything where I thought, oh, you've had a stinker or you've really messed up there. I didn't see it. I didn't come away thinking that with anyone. So
well, the clean sheet showed you that, Daniel. Yeah. You know what I mean? The clean sheet, the back four were absolutely excellent. Midfield working like good ones, you know. Yeah, it kept us in the game all the time.
Ahmad said he had a slight hamstring pull, but more precautionary than anything else. The pitch is a lot heavier than it looks. So Mike's, must have had a word with him. So, yeah, just precautionarily. So hopefully he can just get a little bit of rest into it and he doesn't miss any games.
They'll get some treatment off the physio, won't they?
Yeah.
I would have thought.
Yeah. Right. So then we come to the final two. I have got Cam Connolly on here because I have got a rule where if you play 30 minutes, you get a rating. Any less than 30 minutes, then I don't think it's fair. But when Derry Robson replaced Sam Kay, he was only on the pitch for like 20, 22 minutes. So Derry, we've left out. But Cam, we have got in because he did play half an hour. So we'll go to these two. And what did you think of Danielle's performance on Saturday night?
I thought it was all right. Nothing as good as Tuesday, but all right. You know, the kid did his job. I've given him an 8.
Yeah, I think 8. I think 8's fair. I mean, if he'd managed to play the game out and continued at the rate he was going, he'd probably got a bit higher than 8 for me. Probably like an 8.5. So I'll probably stick with 8.5 because he's not, it's can't help sometimes but feel a strain. So 8.5 on Danielle. What did you think to Bridtown's new number 17, Cam Connolly?
Cam, I thought, but first 10 minutes was hard for him on it. He hadn't trained with them. He's had no time with them, so it's got to be awkward for Cam. And I felt for him, but once he got settled, I was quite impressed. He was he nearly got to that ball. Their defender just got a toe to it. Yeah, but I'm sure Cam was going to slot that in.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. So I thought Cam did very well in the time he's had with this team. Yeah, very well.
You got a score for Cam? No.
Yeah, well, for half now, I've got to give him 7. Definitely a 7.
Yeah. So yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll go Earl and Cam. I'd say 7.5 is fair for the pair.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that is player ratings done. Now, if we flick through this, we've got Winfield on an 8.5. Oh, hey up. So look at that. Mr. Bolton McWazy is the Seasiders TV man of the match in his first ever game.
Yeah, he was good. I can't say he wasn't. And if Tomo was listening to this, I can only say, Tomo, what a signing, what a man. Good fullback.
So that's your player ratings. McWedsey comes out with the Seasiders man of the match on his first appearance. Hang on, Tom's got some comments in. He says, I thought Danny was class. They couldn't cope with him in that first half. And then he goes on to say, did you see him on the SBL video? Do you watch the Brentano Lounge now?
I don't know how. I'm not that clever. I get into it, Daniel, to be honest.
I'll show you how to watch it next time we're down. And then he says, how many would you give him for the penalty win? Not sure what you mean by that, Dom. And then he goes, well done, Bolton. And I think everybody on the sidelines were well impressed with Bolton McWedsey. Everyone was saying, because it was our weak link earlier on in the season, and he's coming. And the change in formation seems to be working well, doesn't it, Norm?
Yeah, absolutely. I think you can see the difference in the lads, that they're happier playing that way as well. And you get you got Nathan Dyer and Daniel getting down them lines, and it's very good. What's that? Sorry, chaps, not sure what's going on, but not playing ball.
Yeah, Ben's fortunately Ben's been a victim of technology tonight. So if we go to our fixtures, we are next at home on Saturday. The next game and at home on Saturday against Garforth Town, and then again home against Grimsby Borough, which I'm guessing is that rescheduled fixture.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is, Daniel.
What do you think is going to happen against Garforth Town? No, because they're a tricky team, aren't they?
Yeah, they played. I went to Garforth. We got a result there, didn't we? We won. But they were a nice team. But I think now we've got a better team than we had. We're stronger. The back four is brilliant now. You've got a midfield that's playing through for Danielle and Nathan Dyer. I can only see us. I think we could win that one 2-0, 2-1, something like that.
And 9 points from 9 as well. Like that's just absolute wonders for us.
First time this season. First time.
9 points from 9. And then we've got Grimsby Borough after that on the Tuesday. So look.
No, they are good.
Yeah, they are.
They are good. We're going to have to be on our game, that game, because they are good.
Well, Mike Tomo was saying they get a lot of players in from like Grimsby Town and stuff like that who they want to send out on loan and stuff like that. So yeah, but could you imagine 12 points from 12 if we do it?
We're good enough, Daniel. On that Tuesday night we've got to come out and be on our game. And if we're on our game, we can do it. But we've got to be on it.
Yeah. So look, 419. Let's see if we can beat that next Saturday, because we've had 2 wins on the bounce now. So it'd be mint if everyone got down and we could be knocking on 500. I tell you what, if we're knocking on 500, Norm will be buzzing. What I'll tell you what, that's what the people of Bridlington should be doing. Grassroots football.
let's keep it in this town. Let's get up the leagues, lads, and get behind the players. That's what I say.
I agree with you, mate. It'd be not. Look, if Bridtown end up in the National League and stuff like that, and can you imagine if we're getting weekly attendances downtown of like 1,000, 1,500? How good would it be? It'd be party atmosphere.
Yeah.
Playing Scarborough at home, stuff like that. Mike Thompson says, well-deserved man of the match award for Bolton. It's a real test on Saturday. Can't wait. Hopefully another good crowd. Come on, you Seasiders. Yeah, we'll try to beat 419. Come on, we can do it. We can do it. And it says it's looking like Saturday, Tuesday games for the next few weeks, an important part of the season for us and a chance to really kick on. Yeah, but when you've got games and they come thick and fast like that, and you've got 2 games in 4 days, no, he might start having to rotate this squad a little bit, might he?
Oh, yeah, because they are heavy pitches, aren't they, at the moment? So, well, yeah, I'll give people, maybe half a game and then bring a couple of subs on. Then anybody that's struggling, you can just bring another couple on, can't you? But, Tom, I don't have to tell him what to do. Tom knows. That's why I'm happy he's in charge at these set of lads. He does know what he's doing. So, yeah, I'm 100% behind Tom.
Yeah, I think everybody is. He's like I was saying to Mike, it's amazing what one change of an appointment can do for a whole club, and like the whole atmosphere around there is so positive now. And I think the boys are picking up on it. The boys are playing with a smile on their face. They seem to be a yard quicker. They seem to be putting 10% more into tackles, and like getting clean sheets against Sheffield isn't something that happens very regularly. So he's definitely got into him. Anything else to say, Norm, before we...
Yes, I have. That is concerning me. The pitch is getting too much stick. It's having too many games on it, and it's not helping the football team, our team. The pitch ain't getting time to recover before the next game. There's so many games you got the reserves on it. You've got the veterans, under 19s are on it. Sometimes that pitch doesn't get a break, and it's going to be a mud bath before long if Dan doesn't sort something. You can't put that many games on that pitch.
Well, I think the last two scholarship games have been on at CYP on the AstroTurf.
Right.
The veterans were away today, so they didn't play on it. I don't know about the reserves this week. I got a feeling they was away as well. So it's had a little bit of a rest, but you got to think we've got a game on the 25th and then again on the 28th.
Well, the groundsmen are giving up, Dan, aren't they? You're going to be struggling to get any groundsmen because the Pick Six, they've had a go down about, and one of them's walked away now already. I aren't mentioning names, but they're getting fed up because they can't get the ground right because there's too many games going on.
Well, yeah, you can see that because they're advertising for a new groundsman on the social media channels.
Well, yeah, because they're getting fed up and they're walking away because Dan's not listening to them. And I think he has to.
Yeah. Hey, Chris Benrose is in. Before we call it a night, Chris, I do want to say, mate, it was lovely to see you on Saturday, and thank you for this. It will be going on the wall, but I just want to get the right stuff so that it don't fall down and it don't break and all that. But look, mate, I appreciate that so much. It was lovely to see you on Saturday and hopefully see you next Saturday as well. Chris Benrose, by the way, who I want to get on the show because he used to play for Brid and he's just like this encyclopedia of knowledge on Brid Town. And I think if we got him on and he was having a chat with Norm, bloody hell, I'd just sit back and have an history lesson, I think. And just listen to these two guys chat because I think it'd be brilliant. So, Chris, have that in mind. It'd be great to have two people who's been going down there for decades come on and have a chat. Because it'd be awesome for the newer fans to just sit back and have an history lesson. It'd be mint. So, if you do get a chance, hit me up and we'll get that sorted out. Right, Norm, anything else to say?
Well, no, as I've said, that's me one big concern because I was getting some bad vibes there on Saturday. And I can see some things happening. You know, they're not happy. Shall we put it that way?
Staff-wise,
Yeah,
staff and volunteers maybe just a bit unsettled at the minute. Do you think?
yeah, I do. Yeah, definitely.
Well, look, I mean, it's down
We're
to
under
Dan.
Smithwaite. Under Smithwaite. I'm not having to go. Yeah, well, I am really. But Smithwaite, he loved that pitch and he took care of it. He wouldn't let nobody else play on it. It was just the team. And he did let the reserves, but nobody else. That was your lot. First team and reserves. And that was all the games that were on it. And the groundsmen were happy with that. But now they're chucking all kinds of games on it. And it's not right.
Well, I tell you what would be handy, and I don't know if this would ever happen, but I know obviously the rugby club's got first team pitch and second team pitch, but I don't know if they used to have a third team pitch, which was just closer to the car park from the first team pitch. I don't know if they use that anymore. So if they could get an agreement with them to just get that mowed down and prepped and use that, I don't know, because it's right next door and it'd be handy. It's a grass pitch, but that's just an idea, really.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
I can just see him having trouble, you know, if he doesn't do something quite soon. I can see something happening.
Yeah, those. From what I've heard, those AstroTurf pitches and the 3G stuff it's really hard on your knee ligaments and stuff like that because it doesn't take the pressure as well. It's more severe on your body. Steve Brentano's in and he's saying I think that is happening. So yeah, apparently there's talks going on with the rugby club maybe to take over one of their pitches and make it into
a good idea, Dan, wouldn't it? It would be.
It makes sense, doesn't it? It makes a lot of sense because I don't think they're using 3 pitches at the minute. I think they only use the first and the seconds, and they do have that extra pitch. And if Brid can, you know, help them out by chucking them a few quid, or if they want to help us just by letting us do it for now or whatever, you know, it's all Brid sports, isn't it? It's all tied in. We're all just wanting Brid sporting wise to do well. Right, that's been Chatting Town. Really enjoyed it. So great as always to have Norm on. We love getting Norm on. The gaffer is the gaffer at this show. If he says something, we do it because he's the gaffer, right? So it's night from me.
You get your rehearsals right, Daniel, so then you don't wind me up. Just get your rehearsals right. So
I don't do any rehearsals. Right, it's night from me. It's night from the gaffer, and we'll see you. We'll see you all there on Saturday.